Hi, Arina's here, and today I want to share with you 3 ways for finding meaning in our lives. I'm going to call on the work and words of Viktor Frankl to help us out here, since he really is one of the experts in finding meaning in one's life. In his best-selling book, Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor detailed his time spent in a Nazi concentration camp and his secret to surviving the camp despite losing all of the family members he was imprisoned with. The secret was finding meaning in even the most horrific circumstances, which he said made him more resilient to suffering. Viktor suggests 3 ways for finding meaning in our lives. First of all, by creating a work or doing a deed. When Viktor worked as a therapist in the concentration camps, he helped inmates to find meaning in their lives and bear their suffering. One example in his book is of 2 suicidal inmates who had lost all hope and could no longer find meaning in their lives. Viktor wrote that in both cases he simply helped them to realize that life was still expecting something from them. For one of the men, who was a scientist, he had a series of books to finish. This was what the future expected of him, and where he found the meaning to help him suffer through the camp. The second way is by experiencing something or encountering someone. The second man had a young child who was living abroad in a foreign country during the war. This was what Viktor helped him realize would provide meaning to his life. Viktor wrote that understanding how we are each impossible to replace will allow us to realize that we are fully responsible for our lives and for continuing them. The third way is by the attitude we take toward unavoidable suffering. Unavoidable suffering is as it sounds, inescapable. We have to approach it one way or another, and the way we choose to do so can improve how meaningful our lives feel. In Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor told a story. Once an elderly general practitioner consulted me because of his severe depression. He could not overcome the loss of his wife, who had died 2 years before and whom he had loved above all else. Now, how could I help him? What should I tell him? I refrained from telling him anything, but instead confronted him with a question. What would have happened, doctor, if you had died first, and your wife would have had to survive you? Oh, he said, for her this would have been terrible. How she would have suffered! Whereupon I replied, you see, doctor, such a suffering has been spared her, and it is you who have spared her this suffering, but now you have to pay for it by surviving and mourning her. He said no words but shook my hand and calmly left the office. Now, I personally believe that meaningful life starts with discovering your purpose and finding a way you can make this world a better place. If you haven't found your life purpose yet, I suggest you go through the powerful 20 years ahead guided meditation. It's just 6 minutes long, but you will experience the huge aha moment once you complete the visualization. You can download it at www.golan.com/lp/vision. If you like this video, click the thumbs up and leave me a comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, as I will be making more useful videos for you.